Imagine a time living in ancient period. Ancient period was a successful and intelligent civilization that lasted for 3,000 years. In ancient times when the civilization was started, and the Sumer is the earliest known civilization. And you know what? It is located in Mesopotamia, which is nowadays known as Iraq. And do you know in Mesopotamia where they built the first city in history called the Uruk city? That's made by mud. And do you wonder what are they using for war and what weapons they have that time? They only using just sharp stone, animal bones, bow and arrow, and spear and shield. And also in ancient times when the first writing system was originated, and they called it cuneiform, containing shape symbols, word pictures, and they do it by curving the clay tablet. So now, let's go to the medieval period. But first, let me ask you, have you been curious in medieval life? This time, when the Roman Empire fell into crisis and declined after 200 years under the Pax of Romana, and that begins the Middle Ages, more commonly known as the Dark Ages, beginning toward the end of the 5th century and lasting until the start of Renaissance in 15th century. And this is some important events inside the Middle Ages. First, this is the time when the Vikings emerged. They are known as fearless, cruel warriors, and intelligent and skillful. And in this time when the tidal mill was invented, and the Islamic Empire is the most considered as one of the huge empires in history. Also, Quran is a book used for encouraging and expanding the development of believing in science. The third one is the modern period. This period, when the Enlightenment modernity explores the changes in society due to the industrialization, and also this is the start of the scientific revolution like modern science. And with the innovating period, Johannes Gutenberg has a big role in the modern era because of his contribution, because he is the inventor of the method of printing, which is the printing press. And of course, there's Leonardo da Vinci, known one of the greatest painter and sculptor in history, and his work, the Mona Lisa, is one of his famous artworks. And Nicolaus Copernicus is a mathematician, also known for his work of the heliocentric theory, which is a study in astronomy, and based on his work, the sun is the central body of the solar system and of the universe. Besides, there's Galileo Galilei, was an Italian astronomer, physicist, and engineer, and he proves that Nicolaus' theory was real and correct. Isaac Newton is also had a big contribution to the scientific revolution because he was considered as the most influential scientist of all time, and he is the key to the scientific revolution and famous of his calculus and his basic modern physics.